Oh, man. It's Tuesday night, 9 p.m. It's time for the Disjoint podcast. Now, people ask, yo, what's Disjoint? You know what Disjoint is? It's Disjoint. Oh, man. Tonight, we got the lovely Miss Hunter, as usual. We got my homeboy, Mr. Funny Man himself, El Pelago. And jumping on tonight also will be AC Albacano and the big homie. They're going to join us later. So what's going on, y'all? How are y'all doing this evening?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yo, don't you just love the way she say that?
I bet you I'm doing better than her.
Don't you? Oh, man. It's time. It's time.
You know what though?
It's time. Bang! There go the lights.
I hope
there go the lights. You said you're doing better than her?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Is that is that true or are you fooling yourself?
I've been fooling myself my whole life. The trick is fooling everybody else.
Oh shit! Okay.
Amen.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there it is, joining in now. The man with the master plan. The one who always gets away with all of his crimes and dirty deeds. Albert Connell. Oh, man. So listen, let's get this thing here started, man. As I'm sure as you all and the rest of the world have heard about the shootings in Buffalo, New York. You know what I mean? Before I read the first topic off, what do y'all think about that? You know, I'm gonna start with you, Miss Hunter. I'm gonna have you kick this one off. What do you think about that?
It is disheartening. It is disheartening to say the least that we still reside in a country where we're hated not because of any deed that we have done, but because our skin just looks different than yours. It is disheartening.
Yes, I completely agree. What about you, AC? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, my sentiments exactly. I really hate the fact that in 2022 we're still dealing with these issues where you have to be weary of where you go, or you can't just simply go out and shop. You can't simply go out and have a good time. Without that being in the back of your mind, well, what could happen to me because I am black? And we really got to change some things. I mean, just like they say, these gun laws, Second Amendment. I mean, I understand that. Just like it's some.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up on us now.
But there are still some people out there that given the opportunity or the ability.
Yeah, AC, you're breaking up on us. You're breaking up on us.
Purchase a firearm.
AC.
Okay, go.
Hey, you're breaking up on us. You're breaking up on us.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to keep my.
You got.
Okay, go on.
All right, Mr. Brown. What do you think about it? What do you think about Mr. Brown?
I agree with y'all, but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all because as much as it's new, it's not new, it's old. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's nothing that's not happening all the time. It's just that when it does happen, I'm so shocked that people are shocked. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm losing people, but I'm still shocked that people are still shocked. This shit has been happening. I work at a place where I run into racism all the time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And even the people who say they aren't, somewhere down the side, if you keep talking to them long enough, they'll say something like, "You people are, well, it's safe for you guys if you guys do something." So
Yeah.
I'm not shocked one bit. It's not going to change anything. Sorry if that sounds hardening to people. It's not. You know what I mean? If anybody thinks it's going to be something different, it's not. I mean, they gave Asian people immunity before they gave us some.
Okay. I mean, we was reading, as you know, when we sent out the topics. One of them was that, he had plans to continue his attack. You know what I mean? If he wasn't stopped, at that particular market. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's almost, I mean, it's disheartening, to be in a country that doesn't love you as much as you love this country, or as much as we, black people, love this country. You know what I mean? It's disheartening, and it's frustrating. Something's frustrating. You know what I mean? And I mean, I've always preached this, there needs to be stricter gun laws. But as we all know, that's never going to change. That's never going to come about because, it's all about money. And again, like I said, he wasn't, he wasn't planning on stopping. You know what I mean? Anything you want to say about that, Mr. El Placo?
They believe he brought the gun from Philadelphia or Pennsylvania.
Wow.
But they said the gun laws here are not as strict. So, if he did get it from here, it's going to crack down more on us. But also, they said they'd seen him there the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They said they seen him there the day before. But and when he came across a white person, he apologized.
Yeah.
he straight apologized.
That's incredible.
I'm very sorry to put you in this predicament. You white man, you go ahead and get out of here. I have to finish this up. That's not exactly what he said, but that's how I took it.
Wow. AC, what we were saying was that, he was planning on continuing his attack. If he wasn't stopped at that particular time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. I'm very, very glad they were able to bring it to a stop because just reading upon it and just seeing all the news stories about it, it's like, yeah, he was ready to basically commit carnage. He was going to take down as many black people he could that came across his path, and I'm just glad they were able to get him in custody.
Ms. Hunter, you want to bring this one home for us?
I mean, as I've listened to the news, I've read, different blibs on social media, and I just kind of want to piggyback off of what Plaga said about where the weapon came from. One of the weapons was given to him by his parents, which I don't understand. I don't understand how you give your son a semi-automatic weapon. Even if he was a hunter, and I mean, I know hunters, you get them with a buckshot. You're not taking a semi-automatic to go kill Bambi. So what on earth would possess any parent provide their child with a semi-automatic weapon after he had already threatened to shoot up his school?
All right.
Oh,
The young man had gotten into trouble in 2021 for threatening to shoot up his school.
And they still purchased a weapon for him.
How on earth did you not know or suspect anything?
All right.
That's because the hate for black people is deeper than that.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
But his school, think about it, his school wasn't predominantly black.
Right.
Yeah, it don't have to be predominantly black. All I got to do is be at least one black person there.
That's the thing. They said the Fed said he was on the radar. That's what I'm not understanding. You know, it's almost like they was like, okay, well, just a kid. We're not gonna worry about it, and that's the problem right there.
Yeah, I want to I want to piggyback on what El Plaga said that they think that, you know, the guns, as well as what Ms. Hunter said, that they think one of his guns were from Pennsylvania. Now,
they think so.
Yeah. Now what about the body armor? Because see, I've always been under the impression that, you know, you couldn't just buy body armor, you know, or you couldn't wear body armor. So I did some research, and apparently, yes, you can. You can actually buy body armor, and you can wear body armor as long as you're not without the intent of using it for a crime. And, you know, that was new to me, because I always thought for years that, you know, you couldn't walk around wearing a fucking bulletproof vest.
Right.
Sure you can.
They have civilian vests. You can purchase a civilian body armor.
But his wasn't civilian. His
wasn't.
Grade A, whatever you want to call it.
Right, military, right? Yeah.
All right.
So where did he
Hold on,
get
y'all. Go ahead, Ms. Hunter. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying his body armor wasn't, I think Plaga said, like, you have the civilian style, I guess, stuff that you could wear, but his wasn't. His was military. So where did you get that from? So even when the security guard tried to shoot him to stop him, it did no good.
Yeah.
Hey, AC, let me ask you: Is there I don't know if you know, is there a difference between military and civilian body armor?
Maybe as far as the level of protection and resistance to, you know, I guess you could say bullets or whatever. But my thing is this: it's like, I would think that would bring up, or it should be some type of, just like, you know, background checks or anything like that for a regular firearm or whatever, or that should raise red flag that people bought it legally. You know, it should go through some type of channel where, okay, well, we need to maybe be on alert or be on the lookout. Okay, this 18-year-old is buying body armor. What would an 18-year-old non-military type of individual need body armor for? So I think a lot of things could have been caught, and this could have been prevented if, you know, stricter laws or different type of channels or whatever, as far as, you know, maybe paperwork or background checks or, you know, different things like that were followed. I mean, I just don't understand how was an 18-year-old able to buy body armor, and not for no one to be suspicious of that or say, well, something's going on, or something is up or is about to happen, you know. But my thing is, like, you know, you see, you know, over the years we've seen like a lot of just regular everyday rappers or whatever, they're wearing bulletproof vests, you know, just vests, show, or you know, just some type of fashion, you know, and it's ridiculous to me. I mean, those are things I feel that shouldn't be, you know, able to easily be accessed.
Be accessed for the general public. All right. Yeah, I agree with you. Ms. Hunter, I got you mentioned about the parents, and it always seems that parents are the one, if you ask me, always the one to seem to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go there with this. And I want your take on it. It always seems to be the white parents. You know what I'm saying? There's no way in fucking hell I'm going to purchase a gun for my son or my daughter. That shit ain't happening. But in the news, we got shootings, we got school shootings, we got kids threatening to shoot up schools, and it always seems to be in the news, the white parents. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I have to concur, because the dude that shot out the elementary school that killed all those little kids, that weapon was in home. I don't know if she purchased it for him, but it was in home. It was accessible. when I think about the shootings, and of course you have to reflect, especially with us living in Philadelphia, you have to reflect on the gun violence that is perpetuated in our own communities. You can't tell me that none of these parents know that their sons, their daughters, their whatever you want to call it, have these weapons in their home. You can't tell me they don't.
Mm.
And if you don't, there's a problem. I don't know if I'm the only parent that goes through my kids' stuff, but hell yeah, I'm going through it. I'm going through your stuff when you're not home. So if they're listening, yes, I still go through your stuff. When I go to my daughter's house, I still go through her stuff.
Yeah.
How are we not going through our kids' stuff? How are you telling me all of these murders in Philadelphia, none of these parents know that their kids have these weapons? You don't follow your kids on social media?
Mm. I think you hit a valid point. Valid point. I mean, with that one, you know what I mean? Big homie, thank you for joining us. I got one for you, big homie. I got one for you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for joining. The Second Amendment protects an individual rights to possess a firearm unconnected with service in a militia and to use that arm for traditionally lawful purposes such as self-defense within the home. My thing, and I'm going to pass it to you. I think the Second Amendment is way the fuck outdated. There are no goddamn militias running around within the United States that we don't know about, unless they trying to take over the Capitol. What do you think about the Second Amendment? You think that shit needs to be rewritten?
Oh, that whole shit need to be rewritten. You know, everything need to be rewritten, man, because you know nobody's following that amendment. They only follow it when it's you know appeasing to them or something that they don't agree with the law. You know, so I definitely don't agree with it because people doing what they want nowadays, man. You know, they're not following that. They going out, they still shooting, they still riding, they still doing what they want, man. And to this day, you know, this is still a white world, man.
Mm-hmm.
White people continue to do whatever they want. Point blank, period, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us to, you know, educate ourselves and, you know, definitely know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't, hey, you see what's going on, man.
Yeah.
You see what's going on. But like I said, people it's so crazy because I take my daughter, you know what I'm saying, to the gun range. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell my son about, you know, about guns and how dangerous they are, but also teach them how to, you know, how to use it just in case, you know what I mean, you may need to one day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And people kind of frown on that, but I don't because look at these white people. You got white kids out here know how to use a AR, you know what I'm saying, at the age of 5 and 6. You know, you got kids going out deer hunting when they was young, you know what I'm saying? And they know everything about it. So, listen,
okay.
That's how I do.
Okay, good one. Mr. El Plaga, you got anything you want to piggyback on that?
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sitting here right now, my face twisted up at this shit. And I'm a little twisted up at some of y'all too. Because y'all downplaying the hate for the black man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you say, oh, well, I can't believe as a parent. Yeah, you can't believe as a black parent, not as a white parent. As a black parent, yeah, we trying to teach our kids how to survive. As a white parent, they're trying to teach their white children how to survive against the black man who's trying to take what they got, even though we're not. We're just trying to survive. Y'all understand that?
Yeah.
There's a difference between what they're teaching them. They don't care if their kid has a gun, as long as it's being used for the right thing, which is to make sure a black man does not end up on top. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference between the way that we want our children to live And we want our children just to survive. They want their children to survive on a higher level, which is making the white man survive. They don't care if a black person has to die for that shit to happen. It's a fucking difference. You know what I'm saying? The hate for us is so deep. They don't care if they taught their kid how to shoot another person. That shit don't matter, man.
Yeah. Anybody else want to piggyback on what he said before we move on?
I mean, he makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's so true. I mean, we're trying to teach our kids to survive, while they're trying to teach their kids to stay on top, to keep them as the superior race. You know what I mean? So do what you have to do. Let's knock down. But also, what Big Home was talking about, and when you asked him about the Second Amendment, to me, because the NRA is in so many of these politicians' pockets, we'll never see a change. We'll never see a change because these things that should be amendments, updates to that Second Amendment. I think yearly. You know what I mean? And just like you said, it's pretty much dated.
Yeah.
The same thing, and it's the same argument, the same fight. Want to take our guns? No, we're not trying to take your gun. We're just trying to limit the access for you to take out our race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that seems to be what's going on.
Oh man, good point. Anyone else? Okay, yeah. Listen, man, y'all may say, I gotta tell you, man, Plag, you really touch home with that one. You really touch home with that one, and I want to piggyback on that one. You know what I mean? Like I teach my son and my son and daughter. Like you said, we you know what I'm saying? And the one thing that's very fearful, you know what I mean? A lot of our other cultures and races, they don't know how it is to live the life of a black man. You know what I'm saying? We fuck the old little white woman clutching her purse as we walk by. We don't give a fuck about your purse because we too busy worrying about the goddamn cop that was scoping us about 2 blocks away. You know what I'm saying? So, and now it seems that we can't even get into a simple argument with anyone without someone pulling out a gun and shooting you. You know what I'm saying? Rather that's white or black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you should be able to settle your differences with a squabble. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you should be able to let's go out, let's handle this, fist to fist with a squabble and everything is all right. You know what I mean? I go home, you go home. That shit is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is gone. Now, it seems that, because I have a young daughter. I don't want her growing up, living in fear. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost I don't want to send her to a public school, but damn, it seems like public schools are the safest school to go to now. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to send I send her to a school that's either majority white or half white, and then she got to worry about this motherfucker bringing guns to school.
Yeah.
So let me just say this. My comment in terms of us knowing, I'm not saying that we can't own guns. I'm not saying that we should not be able to defend ourselves. The question that you asked me was about white parents giving their child the access to the guns.
Yes.
Or they'll come out afterwards and say, "Oh, I didn't know that this was an issue."
Yes.
And you made it seem as if it was only white parents, and I'm saying it's not only white parents.
Okay.
Black parents are doing it too. Rather, we are making it the same way, and I don't know if it's because when we do our shooting, we're shooting ourselves. When was the last time we went and shot up a white school?
Don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
I'm not sure, Miss Hunter.
Oh, because we getting hung.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you gonna get it either one way or the other.
Yeah, we gonna get it.
If I'm gonna get it, let me take some of my enemy out with me.
See, but we, once again, as black people, we don't have that hatred.
We don't.
You understand that? That hatred isn't a given for us. You know what I mean? It might be coming soon. As of right now, it's not. Even with all of this, you still tell your kids to keep their head high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we don't want our children to have to make a sacrifice like that. We don't want to have that story. We don't want to be like our kids done that wrong, because that's not how we want to raise our children. We want to raise our children to be better so the world could be better. People don't see it that way.
That's so true, Parker. My thing is, just like Big Homie said, he's teaching his kids how to protect their self, while these white folks are teaching their kids how to protect their race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a difference, I feel.
So
It's just a difference.
How many of you, I don't own a gun. I know how to shoot one. How many of you have actively taught your children how to defend themselves with a firearm if need be?
I have.
I haven't. I own a firearm. I own a couple of firearms, but I haven't taught my children how to defend themselves with firearm. Now, I've taught them how to defend themselves with their fists, a physical attack. But I haven't taught them how to defend themselves with a firearm.
Right.
Yeah, like just to piggyback on that, for me teaching my kids with a firearm, but just new information. Like, I always talk to my kids about bullying, how to talk to a bully, how to how to not engage, how to how to like move, know how to move around certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Knowing like these kids nowadays can't sense or feel danger around the corner. Like, our era is so different that something's about to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So knowing my daughter, she's 16, I stay on her. I said, listen, it's like you gotta be newsy. It's like you gotta figure out what is going on and get away from it. If you see heat or feel anything around you, you gotta know how to move. Don't always be engaged and figuring out what the hell is going on or what's doing that. No, get your ass out the way before you get hurt. That's first thing. You know what I mean? Always defend themselves. Always teach my kids, never try, let people take advantage of you at all. Don't let people just say anything to you that that's not true. If you know it's not true, figure it out, find the answer. Ask me, ask your mother, ask whoever. Just don't let nobody tell you, it's something and you just going on believing it. No.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. My wife and I, we have a 16-year-old, and my wife, she's constantly pushing the fact, you don't put your hands on them, but you will defend yourself if somebody puts their hands on you. You know what I mean? And I feel you, big homie. I feel you.
Let me ask you all, and this one I want to start this one off with El Plaga, because he is really killing the floor tonight, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's probably one point.
Does it seem like this is now becoming a trend? School shootings, racial divide, attack upon the I wouldn't say the black man, but blacks in general. What do you think about that plot?
I felt like it's become more noticeable since Trump was in office, And I hate to bring it to that, but I felt like that's kind of when everybody stopped holding their tongue. I feel like it's always been there. I feel like it stays there. Even the school shootings, I feel like it still happens. It just happens in certain places, and I think now people are just tired.
Okay.
I think they're tired of holding back. I think, they're tired of being like, why the fuck do we gotta keep our racism to ourselves, man? Fuck it. Let them niggas have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
AC, you wanna piggyback on that?
Well, I mean, Like you said, El Plaga, he been hitting the nail on the head all night. I mean, it's like I said, I'm just gonna say the same thing. Just let them have it.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Big homie, what do you think?
Hey, I definitely agree with Plaga. You know,
Exactly.
It's like I said, it's now. I think you know what I'm saying. It's always been mental. Now we're just going out. It's just getting out. Like, fuck it, this is our world. We're gonna continue to do this shit. There's nothing y'all can do about it. That's how I feel like they doing. I feel like they like, fuck it. We're gonna do it, and whatever happens, gonna happen.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Ms. Hunter, you want to take this topic on for us?
I think I agree with Plaga. It's always been there. I think since Donald Trump has been in office, I think people have become more comfortable expressing their racism. I know I've grown up in the South. I've experienced it. Definitely with the police shootings and hearing, and seeing people who say, "Oh, I'm your friend." But I'm like, well, if you're my friend and you say that you love me, regardless that I'm black and you're white, but you are silent when I post about something that affects me in that way, your silence is complicit.
Yes.
So you're saying it's okay because if you're giving the signal that it is okay to shoot and kill unarmed black people, you don't know if I might be that next person they shoot. Then you're going to be outraged because you know me. Like it just can't be about that. So I absolutely agree. I think social media has made it more tangible. You see it. You see it dead in your face at this point. Before it used to be, oh well, he said, she said, or you saw it on the news. But I think so many social media platforms, it brings it right home to you. You see it. You can taste it.
Okay. And I'm glad you mentioned social media platforms. But before we move on to that topic, I want to talk about. I want to get this out the way because this one has been bothering me all day. Do you think it is us as parents, our responsibility to teach our children street smarts? Not along with book smarts. And I'm gonna direct that one towards you, big homie.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh man, anytime, dog. I love you, dog.
To be honest with you, I don't think your parents can teach you street smarts. This is something like you just got to pick up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just think the environment teaches you your smarts because growing up, like I said, I was fortunate to have my mom and dad, in the same household. Even though they were street, they never taught me streets.
Okay.
They just taught me to, how to survive, how to stay in my, stay in my books. Mind your business, and how to survive. They never told me anything about
the street. Okay.
Nothing about the streets.
Okay.
They were trying to keep us out of it anyway. You know what I mean? I know growing up, my parents used to be like, well, don't hang with them. If you want to, if you want to see your future in life, show me who your friends are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I heard a lot of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And a lot of my dad always said, some of these people you hanging with growing up, it's not going to be there when you get older. You know what I'm saying? Because of how they carry themselves. And some of it was true and some wasn't. So.
Okay. El Plaga. Anything you want to piggyback on that? Anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, see, it was a lot different for me. At 9 years old, I was living on the street. I was sleeping in the park. I was eating out of trash cans. I had pretty much nothing going on in life. When I say I'm surprised I made it as far as I made it, it's a deep story. It's a far rabbit hole, and I do try to. If you look at my house, you say I deal with the street smart stuff. My wife deals with just any of the regular stuff. So I'm gonna call it just the smart stuff. I am. If you ever went out with me and see me with my family, even my wife asks, like, "Why you act like that when you out?" Because I'm constantly watching everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I've just been out there so long I can't shake it. You understand? It's a hard thing to shake. And even when I try to tell my kids some of that stuff, like I'm like, yo, you can't be out here like that, man. What you doing? You just in the park playing? Yo, you ain't seeing us. You ain't paying attention. They like, yo, chill out.
Okay.
Chill out, bro. It's not like that no more, man. We okay now, my man. Take a look around. I'm like, we ain't that okay, homie. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, I saw that car twice already. What do you
Right.
mean?
Right.
Hey, what do you say? 3 times his issue.
I'm sorry. Real quick to piggyback on that. That keeps you safe. Your awareness, of seeing things, being aware of your environment keeps you safe. A lot of kids growing up doesn't have that. That's why a lot of people, not to say like, even getting hit by a car, like people getting hit on the car, like a boulevard, like it's sad. But I used to think like, well, how you getting hit by a car on the boulevard? The boulevard is busy, it's traffic. Like, what are you doing? Like, you don't see these cars zooming by, like
just air in the head.
Like, oh yeah, I just got hit by a car. How you get hit by a car on the boulevard? Like, what, like, what are you doing? Like, so like I said, like being like knowing your environment is totally important. Like, if you see the same car driving around a couple times, all right, let me get the fuck out of here. I don't know where he's about to. He got tents in his car. I don't know this person.
Okay.
You gotta know your environment, man.
Okay.
You don't, man. That's all. Hey, bad things happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
AC, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, man. Me myself, coming up. To me, I don't think street smarts can really be taught. You got to experience that. You got to live that. You know what I mean? Not having, that father figure in my life. The streets raised me. I feel, and it's like just like Big Homie Plugger saying, like, yeah, I'm gonna recognize that car. I'm gonna recognize this dude. Why this dude keep going in and out this store, or why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just different things like that. I'm like, so. To be aware of your surroundings, yeah, you teach your kids that, but at the same time, I feel they can be taught street smart. That's not easily picked up by you just telling them that. They have to experience it. You know what I mean? It's like I lived it. I had those moments. A lot of people, like I said, I have an amazing story myself. Just like Plugger was saying. When I was very young, I remember I was sleeping in houses with a hole in the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Snow coming down on our head, just things like that. It was a crazy upbringing. And then, when I say my streets, my awareness is really high when it comes to, I'm always looking to see what's out there. If I go somewhere, I'm checking out what's going on over here, what's going on over there, especially when I'm with my family. If you don't tell your family that that's what you're doing, but if you're a street smart cat, that's just automatic. You know what I mean? You're gonna be trying to make sure everything's okay.
Okay.
Or you're gonna be aware of like I said, damn, that's like the third time, just like Big Homie and that car tinted up. Why does he keep making the block? You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like, okay. Yeah, that's what I feel. You can't be taught it or told it. You gotta live it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like my bad to piggyback. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember that episode on The Fresh Prince when Will Smith took Carlton to West Philly for the day, see if he could survive his hood, and he was trying to learn how to adapt. Like, you can't teach him that. You know what I'm saying? He's not accustomed to it. Say you can pay for school, but you can't buy a class.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna say before I pass it on to Miss Hunter, I'm gonna say this because I do have a question for Miss Hunter, because I need to know the a woman's perspective on this one. I used to try to teach my son, street smarts, some of the things that I've been through, but I never wanted to. I wanted him to experience things for himself. Like you won't know until you've been through it. You won't know exactly what's going on until you've been through it. And you know what I mean, seeing, you know, my of course, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my son, he has been in trouble with the law. I have been in trouble with the law, but my troubles I believe have made me a better man. And I believe my son's trouble has made him a better man, you know what I mean, to himself and his family. Listen, I look at my son dealing with his family and I am damn proud of him. You know what I mean? I see the man that he has grown up to be. So I would say, like, I have tried to teach him, you know, the street smarts, to try to, you know what I mean, if you're sitting in a restaurant, make sure, you know, your back is never to the door. You know what I mean? Your back is never to the window, always sitting to the kitchen. These are some of the things that us men go through. You know what I mean? We're always watching. We're always on point. You know what I mean? What are you doing? Why are you looking around? I'm looking around because I want to make sure I'm safe. Now, Ms. Hunter, as a woman, you know what I mean? How does it, you know, does that come across, you know, a woman's mind, or does it seem like, okay, I'm feeling safe, so I'm gonna let this man handle it?
I mean, if there's a man there, when I'm out with my partner, I'm not as alert, but I am alert, one, because I don't want anything to happen. I don't want anything to happen that would put him in a position to jeopardize him.
Okay.
So while he may have the front, I've got his flank.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
So ain't shit gonna happen.
God damn. Somebody ring the alarm. Hey, listen, this is a good time. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I'm sorry. Did she say Frank or Frank?
She said Frank. Hey, listen, and anybody want to touch it? Because this is a good topic. This was like a 2-minute topic, but this just getting good. Anybody want to touch upon that? Or you? Oh, I'm sorry.
Because you guys didn't ask me about how, like, you know, women, we have to prepare our children to go out there as well.
Okay.
So the question about whether you can teach street smarts, I don't think you can teach it, but you can plant the seed. You can plant the seed for what they need to keep their eyes open for, how they need to move, where they need to go, how they check. You can plant the seed, but I think when you plant the seed, once they get into that situation, then you'll see them takes root. But you can't teach it for them. It's like you can't chew their food for them. You can make the food, you put it on the plate, you even give them a fork if necessary, but you can't chew it for them.
Okay, I can't. Mama bird, baby bird, you know, chew it, spit in their mouth.
You know it was coming.
You know that was coming, goddammit.
I said up and I said, you know what, I'm leaving it alone. I'm going to go right back to my seat.
Apparently they don't like that too much.
Hey, listen, anybody want to touch up on what Ms. Hunter said, or are we going to let her close that one out? Because she killed it.
Made a whole bunch of sense. I mean, you just got to, you know, plant the seed, you know, making them be aware. You know what I mean? That's planting the seed. Letting them
I got a question. I want to know. I want to know from, you know, Ms. Hunter's side about, you know, raising, you know, Black, you know, African American women to, you know, go out in the street. Like, we talk about our sons, but on your perspective of raising, you know what I mean, women, how do you go about, you know, letting them, you know, into the world, you know what I mean, watching out and doing things like that?
Right there,
Go on.
That's real. So we never talking about the young Black women. We always talking. Go ahead, Miss Hunter. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, we always talking about the men.
Honestly, I cry and I pray a whole hell of a lot. That is the truth. I try to, as much as possible, because your kids will present one way to you. There's some other stuff that they don't show us and they don't want us to know. And I found that out, you know, when raising my first daughter, like, oh, well, this is what you said here, but when I go on your social media account or when I read your journal, this is what it's saying over here. So it's like kind of being almost, I don't even know how to put it, Big Homie. It's just really trying to be as alert and open to hearing who they really are and how they really see themselves in the world, that I have to prepare them. I mean, of course, we did the typical, if you're drinking, you never leave your drink alone, you don't
Yeah.
get drunk in public, like all those typical things. But I also raised these girls in Philadelphia where that bullet doesn't have a name on it. And so at the end of the day, I needed to know where they were,
Okay.
who they were with. Same old school stuff that our parents did to us. Trying to control as much as I can in a city that looked vastly different from where I grew up.
Right. Because I think on the level of us raising our boys, I just think it's more difficult for women, or mothers raising their girls to, prepare their daughters for the world. I just know for me, on my perspective, because it's like, being a co-parent and, like, I know my daughter may tell me the good stuff because, once you're a daddy's girl, you do anything for your daughter, who did it? You know what I'm saying? I'm going out, you know what I'm saying? But the mother gets the gritty, they gets the real story. And I know anything my daughter would tell me, I will be hurt. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I'd rather her mother deal with that, but I know that's just so hard. Like to hear the real story, oh man, listen.
I was blessed with an amazing village. I had my daughter's stepmom. Like there were things that maybe she heard from my daughter that I didn't necessarily hear from her. But we were able to communicate so that stuff was still shared with me, and I knew how to kind of maneuver with my daughter. So I Plaga and AC, you guys have these amazing stories, and in my head, I'm like, God, I would love to interview them one day. But the idea is, we all have our own stories. So I never raised my girls as if it was just me. I raised them to be able to survive in a world if I were gone.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
That's
man.
deep.
Listen, Miss Hunter killed that topic right there. I don't know, Plug. I think she tied it up on you, Plug. I think she tied it up on you, Plug. 2-2, goddammit.
Hey, look, about the kids. Let me tell you something. And my wife is always on my son. And I'm with her because this little lying motherfucker. Boy, let me tell you something. These kids, and they always snitch on themselves, the dumb bastards. Like, you went to the park. Okay, you was at the park. I pull up to the park. Where you at in the park? Why you sound like you running? I'm right here. I'm at the tennis court. I'm at the tennis court. No way you at the tennis court. I'm here. What the fuck was you running from? And then later on, talk about, oh man, I didn't know 7-Eleven had juices for $1. What the fuck was you at 7-Eleven?
Why was you at 7-Eleven?
Listen, I know. I used to get mad at my parents. I was like, why you never show my kids the same energy you showed us growing up? Right. That energy is so different. Like, where's that strap on the banister reminding you that ass whooping is seconds away? Right.
They want you to deal with that stress. They don't want to deal with it. They want you stressed out. How you stressed out? That's how they were stressed out with all their asses. So now they like, no, that's you, man. I'm a baby your kid up.
So that you could deal with that excess.
Right. So you look bad and shit like that.
Let me
waiting for the jump on them kids.
All right. Let me before we move on to the next one. I do want to touch up on what Blogger said about kids snitching on themselves. Because I do want to tell you a quick story. About Gia. I swear to God, I love my daughter to death. I baby her. I spoil her. Listen. She got me wrapped around her finger twice over. Well, I had candy in the motherfucking refrigerator. I had a couple of candy. Now I don't really eat candy, but I will give candy to her as a treat. You know what I mean? She finished all her daughter. I let her get the candy. Well, this particular candy was a friend of ours' wedding. Miss Hunter, it was Jesse's wedding candy.
Okay.
So, I just had it in the refrigerator, it was a memento, boom, boom, boom. Well, I noticed that the candy was gone. So I'm like, shit, did I eat the fucking candy? Man, look, I'm at that age like, did I eat this fucking candy? I don't know. So I ordered myself some fucking Reese cups on GoPuff. Had shit in the refrigerator. And I ate like 1 or 2 Reese cups out of there. Well, come down, I'm cleaning out the refrigerator and the whole fucking bag is missing. The whole bag is empty. I'm sorry. Whole bag empty. I said, oh, that little trifling ass heifer that ate all this fucking candy. So I said, Gia, bring your ass downstairs. She brought her ass downstairs. I said, Gia, you ain't got to sneak to eat the candy. Just ask him if you want some candy. I'll give you some candy. You know what she says? I didn't know we had cameras in the kitchen. No, you dumbass. Because you put the empty bag back in the refrigerator. I said, how you snitch on yourself? Oh, man, I tell you, I love her to death, boy. She, with a straight face, she said, Dad, I didn't know we had cameras in the kitchen. And looking around.
Let me get a piece of that, Lou. Let me tell you something, bro. Just the other day, I went to the store, got everybody some food. I bought 2 bags of the hot Cheeto fries.
Mm-hmm.
I ate some. My daughter asked me, I gave her like 2. She asked me, I gave her 2 more. I folded the bag up, set it on the table. Didn't touch it. I came back later on top. Then I was like, man, I would have left a couple of them Jones. I grabbed that bag. You know that bag was completely empty. The 8 motherfuckers folded the bitch back up and left it on the fucking table. Why you throw it away, man?
They just incriminated themselves.
It looked like somebody blew in it. Was like, that's about right. Let me flatten it just a little bit more. Yo, that shit pissed me off, man. And they don't break in my house. Let me tell you something. They take that shit to their grave.
They denying it.
They don't break. You can take their shit for a year. They be like, I don't give a fuck. I still eat them Cheetos, player.
Oh man. Oh man, listen, yeah, that's a good one. All right, listen, back on topic, but definitely before the break. Listen, the Buffalo Assemblywoman, People Stokes, said that white Americans need to do more than just thoughts and prayers. What y'all think about that? I'm gonna kick that one to AC. What you think about that? You think white Americans need to do more than just sending out their thoughts and prayers every time there's some sort of racial injustice against us?
How many white Americans are that? What, 2%? You know, because I'm like, your thoughts and prayers, they need to do more. Yeah, that's just a sound bite to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because nobody's hearing that. Nobody's hearing it. It starts at the top. Government, local, federal, whatever, need to make changes. All this lip service is driving me crazy because nothing gets done at the end of the day. So all that, she can keep that. Just straight up low. I don't want to hear that shit.
Strong. Big homie, what you think?
Hey man, listen, man. What they praying for?
Yeah. What are they praying for?
Yeah, what they praying for? They don't give a fuck. They started this shit, and it's still here. Yeah. What the fuck are you praying for?
Yeah.
I don't get it. You ain't praying for us.
Yeah, true.
What you praying so we won't kick your ass?
Yeah.
No, they praying for hope we get more.
Can I answer this?
Yes, please.
Can I answer this question?
As a matter of fact, yeah, Ms. Hunter, take it away.
When we gonna start kicking their ass? Because that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, there it is right there. There it is right there.
That's not gonna happen.
No. Hold on. I just need. I won't say it won't happen. I just like to know when. When will it happen? I'm just saying, like Pookie and them. You know, I didn't watch the news this morning. Don't know how many people got shot and killed last night while I was asleep. But is there any chance, and I'm not advocating, so if anyone is hearing it and say I'm not advocating, I'm just wondering, why don't you take that shit up to Chestnut Hill and do some damage up there? Or go with it, or Cherry Hill. Why is it always in my neighborhood that you must do your carnage? Because here's the thing, once they see that niggas ain't afraid to hit back, and let the war start and do what it must.
We sure ain't afraid to hit back.
Obviously we are, because we haven't.
It's our will.
Okay. Ply, you want to take this topic home before we go to break?
Yeah, the reason that's not going to happen is because this is going to sound crazy, but black people don't feel like black people are worth fighting for.
That don't sound crazy because I just said it.
And the whole thing is, if one black person stood up and did something, another black person isn't going to follow. They're going to say, "Look at that crazy ass nigga."
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They're not willing to stand for what they believe in. Right.
What's wrong with him?
Right. There's no backup behind that, and also we don't have enough black people that's in the hire to vouch for us. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the moment you do it, you already know cops is coming gun blazing. They're not going to take you and arrest you and give you life in prison. They're just going to kill you.
So they're not going to take me to Burger King?
Nah.
No. Yeah.
Not at all.
They might take you to this 10-minute break we about to take.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen.
You still got black people having identity crisis. Them motherfuckers don't know who they are.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. All right, listen, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Everybody that's tuning in on Twitch and YouTube land, we really appreciate y'all tuning in, listening to us discuss some of these topics and issues and laughing with us, goddammit. We'll be right back in 10 goddamn minutes. Make sure you go nowhere, because if you do, I'm going to come in your home and I'm going to kick over your goddamn computer. All right, y'all. We'll be right back. Are we back? You know, I want to hit my jaw. Guess who Bazak?
No, I don't want to hear it.
You want to let me hit my jaw? All right, man. Listen. We have like a special guest, Miss Stephanie Lofton. You know what I mean? Children and youth social worker, Miss Stephanie Lofton from Philadelphia. God damn. What's up, Stizzy?
What's up, everybody? Hey,
Hey there.
what the hell is going on?
Hey, listen.
I don't talk to strangers.
What you
What'd you say?
What he say?
He said he don't talk to strangers.
Oh shit! I hear like triple.
Oh.
If you're listening to the show, you got to mute the show too. If you on
right.
the computer.
How the hell? Listen,
Yeah, you're gonna have to mute the show.
With this. Wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah,
hold up.
you can't listen to it on YouTube while you're talking.
Oh, where the hell is the mute? Oh, that's the problem. Y'all know I'm special.
I see that.
Well, we're not gonna say anything. Yeah, we're just gonna let it slide.
No, we're not going to say something.
All right. Well, listen, Stizzy. So thank you for joining us. What we're talking about is the Buffalo, New York shootings. You know what I mean? And we're going to do a recap on the last hour. First thing we want to start off with is that he had plans to continue his rampage if he wasn't stopped. What you think about that? And I'm sure you know what happened.
Yeah, I heard about it. I personally don't watch the news anymore, unless I need to know what the weather is, like how I'm going, to New York this weekend. So I need to know what the weather is like.
Right.
Because I'm sick and tired of hearing all this, we shooting each other, and then, the melanots, come in and shoot up all of us melanins. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick of it. Like, I swear for goodness, somebody come in my way, I'm going to slap the shiznit out of them. because I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? This doesn't even make any sense. And we just sitting back, letting them go ham on us. And then, you know, you can't talk about the white man. If you're not going to step up and do something for yourself, then you don't have no right to say nothing. So I know me and my son, and for me and my house, you know how to be like, for me and my household, we serve the Lord. Listen, I serve the Lord and I serve slapping niggas.
Let the church say amen.
Preach.
Listen, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of them coming in here. So for one, at first, you know, I was like, gonna learn how to use a gun. I don't need no gun. No. Somebody tell me where to go. I'll be there sometime next week. Because and I'm now that my baby, the last of the Mohicans, she 18 now. She need to learn because I'm sick of this. I'm so sick of this. I'm not gonna walk around in my city and feel threatened. I don't feel threatened. I fear no one. But I will try to fuck your ass up. You understand what I'm saying? I will try. I might not say, who knows? I may or may not. But don't come for me and mine. Because it's going to be a problem. And I'm sick of people these whiteys out here, these freaking melanots, they just come and just shooting shit up. And it's so prevalent since y'all spoke about it earlier with the president. He just made it, you know, be free to say what they want to say. Do what they want to do. That's why the shit is even more out of control than it is now. Because they don't fear nothing. And they know their white asses ain't going to get in trouble for killing us black folk. They know they not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The law is not on our side. Yeah.
Miss Fizzy, you see that though. They get arrested, apprehended. We get shot.
Come on now. Come on. Too many times I done watched it. On freaking news, YouTube, all the freaking all the Instagrams and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Social media. You know, just up there showing how, you know, this man sitting up here got a gun in the people's faces, and he just like all they do is just take them down. That's it. Man. You taking them down, but you gonna shoot us and kill us? Really? Man, FUCK them, bunk them, the whole 9 yards them. Like, I'm sick of the shit.
I'm sorry, I can't spell. What you say?
FUCK them and bunk them.
I can't spell. I need you to. I'm gonna need you to say it.
Fuck a nigga.
Now you know you. I listen. I believe you made a valid, strong point. What do you think needs to change? You know, I mean, do you think that before you answer this, do you think it needs to be us as Black Americans? Do you think we need to be changed? Do you think we need to start standing up for ourselves? You know what I mean? Start defending ourselves against it. Because I'm gonna let you answer that. And then I'm gonna come back with what I'm gonna finish.
Okay, so history has shown and taught them that we are nothing. We really don't exist. When you look at the, I was getting ready to say the 10 Commandments. Lord have mercy. What's the one that everybody signed back in the day? The Declaration. They don't listen. We don't matter. They talking that Black Lives Matter. You got the whiteys up there doing something. What needs to change is Black folk need to start fucking these motherfuckers up. That's what needs to change, because they only understand a can of whoop ass. That's all they understand. That's why I be cussing these niggas out every chance I get. Will cuss that white motherfucker out. You understand what I'm saying? I will tell them off in a minute. Don't disrespect me. Just like I had to do today with that other damn job. Don't miss. I know what you're trying to do, but you're not going to do it. Like they done put a whole different perspective on my thought process and my verbiage. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't stand. And you know, like everybody, all of them is not bad because they're not. But the ones that are, fuck them motherfuckers up. That's how I feel. We need to change. We need to stand up for ourselves. And we sitting up here, you see that nigga with that gun? You see that whitey with that gun? Take that bitch down and fuck his ass up and shoot him with his own damn gun. I'm telling you, if I'm in that type of vicinity and if I'm able to do it, I'm gonna try my best to do it. I might be scared as shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's real life. That's real talk. I may be scared as shit, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna do what I got to do. I got a son that's a whole motherfucking thug, locked up right now. I ain't gonna tell the shit he did because he told me, you know what I'm saying. But I thought about him, and all he kept saying, "Mom, please get a gun." And he said, "This is not like yesterday, how when we grew up and how when you grew up. You know what I mean? Get something to protect yourself." And I am. And I'm going to put it in my car. I'm going to learn the rules and regulations of it. So when 5-0 decide they want to stop me and find some shit in my car, I'm legit. Who knows? They may shoot me anyway just because I'm driving. What's it called? Driving while black. You know what I'm saying? They may just get me anyway. They don't care if you women, man, child. They don't even care. They are heartless. Men running down the street. Yes, he had a gun, but he wasn't pointing the gun at the police officer. The police officer shot him in his ass, shot him in his spine, then shot him straight in the back of his head.
Yeah. So now
all he got was 3 years. 3 years.
Let me. I want to ask you this before anyone piggyback on it. Why does it seem like there, some of white America is still scared of us? Why are they so scared of us?
Los, that's history. That is learnt behaviors. Learnt behaviors. They were taught to be fearful of us. It's history. Some are not now. Yeah. Some are not now. They in our goddamn neighborhoods now. They are literally walking this. I live at Belmont. Hate this block. Belmont and Westminster. The whiteys walking their little dogs and everything like new. And we sitting up here like, damn, if I go in your neighborhood, I'm going to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's the total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anybody want to piggyback on that?
That's because, like we said, black people weren't raised to hate everybody. You get what I'm saying? We just take that little bit of love that we got and we try to hold on to that. But like you were saying, it's been like that for the longest. You got to think about it. Even back in the day, in slavery days, oh shit, he get beat, he did something wrong. Turn your head, mind your fucking business. And that's why black people are never going to stand up, because it only hurts other people when it pops their bubble. When that shit come to your house and pop your bubble, and now it's, why the fuck everybody not doing this? But when shit happened, everybody's willing to leave it alone. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Motherfuckers is only out when it's able to benefit themselves, right? And looting. It's benefiting themselves because we don't know how to get together as people. We only know how to get together as one or like a single household. You don't know how to get together with the person you don't know. You ever see a black person on the street and say, hey, what's up? Fuck boy, say what's up to me. I don't know that motherfucker.
Right.
You ever see two Spanish people bumping to each other? Hey, pape, it don't make a difference. They're going to talk.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to talk other than us because we've been put against each other our whole lives. That's why one brother is always mad for what another brother has.
Hey, Plaga, we so basically, I'm thinking, and tell me if I'm, I may be wrong, but we need to get that village mentality, right?
Yeah, but you can't, because the moment you try to talk to the black, why the fuck you trying to teach me some shit? I don't fuck about that. He need to do that shit. My shit already together. We already have a broke up mentality. We don't have our own culture, and people can say what they want. We don't. We don't even have our own flag that we associate ourselves with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When you look at stuff, you're not you it's bad enough you can get people on your own block to get together. Now you're talking about a black person sticking up for another black person they don't know. Physically fucking impossible.
Yeah. I wanted to, before I pass this on, I want to touch up on that. And I believe that I've had discussions with a couple of people, a couple of friends that I know, and they say, well, hey, listen, you could do change. And it's not that easy, to do change. Shit. We sometimes hate, subconsciously. You know what I mean? It's like, well, such and such is doing this, such and such is doing that. You gonna support? Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. That's hating subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? Instead of be like, yeah, cool. My brother doing that? Yeah, I got him. No problem. Yeah, shit, man. When I get home from work, I be tired, you know. Yeah. Call me. I got you. I'm sorry to say, I think that's black people.
Yeah, because when at the end of the day, so let's say you do stick up for another black person, and something happens to you, you just left your family to deal with the rest of that shit, knowing that there's no one that's going to step up to help your family. It's not like that for everybody else. A lot of people do stuff together. Like I said, Spanish people do stuff together. Jamaican, even Africans, South Africa, you look at them people, they stick together. If you're looking at white people, they stick together because they all have a bigger hate in their heart, and that's black people.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to touch upon that?
That's true.
No, I think they hit it on the head. We don't even speak to each other.
Yeah.
We would rather walk into a wall than to make eye contact with another black person and speak. So at some point we can't blame the other folk for our situation. At some point we have to take some accountability in this shit. You can't even look at me and speak when we're passing just because you don't know me.
Yeah.
That came from back in the day. Hey, nigga, what y'all niggas talking about? And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. You spend the rest of your life. Your parents grew up. Hey, you better mind your business.
But at some point, that mentality changed. Otherwise, we would have never made it out of those sharecropping days.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, that mentality changed where, we spoke. I know if I go home and you walk down the street and you didn't speak to Miss Hesse, well, hell, you can best believe your mama gonna hear about it by the time you get home. You walk past that house and ain't speaking, you saw them people sitting on the porch. Somewhere the mentality changed where we did come together as a neighborhood, a covering of one another. That's how we made it out. Once we got out and got more supposed education, a certain amount of material status, we went right back to the I'm over here, you're over there mentality.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I remember that like that. Yeah.
True.
The motherfucker started asking for handouts. And you was like, I can't fuck with you no more.
Yeah.
You make it out, and somebody like, well, shit, you made it out. Help me get out. You're like, wait a minute, motherfucker, I just got out. What are you talking about?
So now I have a question for Ms. Lofton. Ms. Lofton, I mean, you are a very seasonal and experienced CYS worker. What are some of the things that we can do to protect our children from I would say instances like the Buffalo shooting?
So I know I heard y'all speak earlier about teaching, your kids, street, you know what I'm saying?
Street smarts. Yeah.
Street smart, right? So I got an airhead at home. See my baby, but she a little special, right? I had to literally teach this special one how to pay attention to her surroundings. Because at school when a fight is about to break off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to teach them signs and symptoms of trouble. You know what I'm saying? And if you see the signs and symptoms of trouble, it's all about what you will do to save yourself. So I do believe in teaching street smarts because there's value in that. You know what I'm saying? We have to survive against one another. Not even surviving against the world. No, we got to survive against one another because we were trained to dislike each other. We the only race, as you stated earlier, we're the only race that don't support one another. And we have to teach our kids how to protect themselves mentally, verbally, and physically. Pay the hell attention. Like, she knows now, she caught on. She be like, "Ma, I saw such and such happening, and da da da, blah blah blah." I said, "Excellent job. Run. It's nothing wrong with running either, because you need to live. I need to see you in the next 50 seconds. You understand what I'm saying? You need to live. So fuck that standing up. It's time to stand up and it's time not to stand up. If you put in a situation, that's why I said I'm fighting for mine if shit break off, right? So if she's put in a situation, handle your motherfucking scandal.
Okay.
And see, you said the same thing that we're saying is the problem, but there's nothing wrong with it. You said you told your daughter to make sure she take care of herself and get out of there, because that's the same thing I'm gonna tell my kids. But we're never telling our kids, you need to make sure you're safe and make sure everybody else is safe. Because why the fuck would any sane person do that, right? So that's why we always want to have the problem that we have when we're not sticking up for each other, because we're still, even though we don't think we're doing it, we're trying to protect our own. You get what I'm saying? And not even thinking self-consciously. Now, when they get old, they like, man, I don't fuck about that boy. I don't care, fuck that. Are they beating up on that? The white boys jumping that black boy? That's their motherfucking business. I'm not getting involved in that. And now, guess what we're doing? We constantly keeping that broken system keep breaking on down all the way down the hill. But it's hard to fix because you cannot physically send your own or put your own in jeopardy. You understand that? I will not ask my children to do anything. I will not go and jump in the middle of somebody else's bullshit. That bullshit has to hit my front step for me to pay attention to that shit.
There you go.
And that's why we're always going to have that. Now, black people are never going to stick up for each other because of that shit.
Yeah. You're right though. But I mean, I don't know. You make a lot of sense to me, man. I
mean, listen, Plog on point tonight.
Yeah. Plog on point.
The next topic, and we didn't get a chance to talk about this at the top of the hour, but I definitely want to bring this up now. At the time of the shooting, it was reported that he was live streaming on Twitch and had his Discord open. All right. Apparently, he had 22 viewers before the shooting started, and then once he started shooting, Twitch had cut his live feed. Now, the politicians say that it was because of Twitch was the reason why this young man was, he was warped. You know what I mean? They always blame everything but the obvious thing. You know what I'm saying?
Los,
fucking gun control.
They're gonna deflect,
but they're saying it's social media and Twitch. And I'm going to point this one at Big Homie. Big Homie, what do you think? Oh, well, I guess he's not there. He must be.
Yeah, I'm on. My
bad,
okay. I think a lot has to do with social media also, because they, help broadcast it and things like that. Mm-hmm. So, it plays a major part. But I won't say it was just like, what they blaming on Discord, they said, or Twitch?
He was streaming to Twitch, and he had his Discord open. So apparently he had a couple. He said he had like 22 viewers and a couple of people in Discord.
The same stuff that we on now. So
yes.
He was trying to get some views.
Yeah.
He was trying to get some viewers.
He's trying to get some views. Yes.
Oh, man. Listen, man. It's like I said, it's messed up, man. Yeah. It's definitely messed up. But I wouldn't blame that on, because of what he did. And then I seen that when he came in, he shot a white man and said, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yo, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he didn't. Now he didn't shoot him. He pointed the gun at him, and the guy was like, "No," and he was like, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, my
You
bad.
go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Plaza touched on that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
was crazy to me.
gotta
Man.
get out
That
of
was
here.
Crazy. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but
He
my
was
problem
definitely conscious of what he's doing.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
I believe.
I'm
I
sorry.
believe.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go.
So my problem is that they want to say it's all social media, right? But this young man has clearly turned into KKK without the hood. So how can they say that is Discord and this Twitch when this little thing got that in his system, like in his system? He could
Right.
have watched something else, or he could have been taught from home, or he could have been taught by friends, been recruited by friends, but it's in him.
Mhm.
And they want to blame something that just came out. Like this social media just came out. What are you talking about, Larry?
Miss Stizzy, this what, and I want to touch on that. Yeah, you're right, because I'm like, this kid is 18, but you to 18-year-old to have a 180-page manifesto.
Jeez.
That's nuts.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
always trying to find. They always try to find something. Remember back in the day, it was heavy metal music, then it was rap music.
Yeah.
They always trying to find an outlet of why this
Right.
person act the way he act. No, that motherfucker needed his ass whooped when he was a kid.
You remember they went at NWA and Two Live Crew and all them? Yeah.
Now, I want to direct that towards because Plog is real. He's real savvy on social media. Do you think that social media is warping our children's mind?
Well, see, even when y'all talk about street smarts, our kids don't understand street smarts because our kids ain't in the streets; they in the house. They don't go outside. They have phones, they have computers, they have TVs. They stay at home, so they're not doing that. They go online. That's also another reason why there's no more fist fights because of social media. If you got punched in your face and you lost that fight, maybe everybody heard about it. You got a chance to say, "Listen, it ain't go down that way."
Yeah.
Now people see it, and it affects that. And once again, now you have all of that stuff. Even going back to when we were talking about with the white people, they don't need a hood now. You don't need a hood. And the reason you don't need a hood is because when we had Trump in office, you have a president on TV saying the Chinese man's disease. You know how racist that shit is?
Yeah.
The China disease. You get what I'm saying? No matter if they were Spanish or not, he called them Mexican. You get what I'm saying? And people ate that shit up. I've been wanting to say that shit my whole life. God damn it. My fucking president say it. God damn it, it's true. Shit.
Listen, that's one thing about Trump. Like he said when motherfuckers was holding back in.
Yeah. And people take someone like the president serious. If they say it, they mean that shit.
Somebody in the middle of the street and he wouldn't get in trouble. Who says that? You the leader of the free world. You say, the shit. Like I said, our kids learn the street smarts from Grand Theft Auto. So I'm like, I'm not buying into all this bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, so that social media, man, it plays a big part of it, man.
Okay.
Yeah. It plays a heavy part of it. It gives everybody a voice.
Miss Hunter.
Oh, she heavy on social media.
Yeah, I'm about to hit her with it.
Every TikTok dances out there she be doing. I've seen her.
I'm about to Miss Hunter. Hey, are you there?
I'm sorry, I had myself on mute.
Oh,
yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Look, I'm about to hit you. I'm about to hit you with the heavy one.
I love it when you do.
Oh. I love when you call me Big Papa. The show stop.
Be careful. That's how I ended up with kids. I ended up with kids. Y'all be careful.
We are in the green room.
Yeah, yo. Social media. What do you think needs to be regulated with social media?
I don't know if you can.
Can you? I mean, do you think it's just out of Pandora's box?
You don't think so, Ms. Hunt?
No, I don't. I don't think that you can regulate social media. You can do it for your house. But I don't think across the board you can regulate it. No.
Okay.
There are too many
And
parents who have children on social media and you don't know
yeah,
what the fuck they looking at, who they're interacting with. You don't
but
even know that they have maybe multiple pages that you are unaware of.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think we're too uninvolved.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
but just like it said earlier, I mean, I really feel it's a possibility if we eliminate the bots and get more of the human factor into it. I just, the bots and all that stuff that we're not catching it. If we get the human factor in it on a constant basis, I mean, I think there could be it could be minimized if we're able to catch it. Just like we're saying, if we're able to catch it in time, like they say, it's live streaming because of the fact that the bots are not really going to catch it. But if you have that human factor, I feel we'll be able to minimize it or cut it short or, just eliminate it at least a little bit. I don't know. I may not be making sense, but I think because of the fact that it's not monitored like it should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But who's doing the monitoring?
That's what I'm saying. We need more of the human factor. Like I said, it's more bots, and I don't know if y'all familiar with that. I know Los probably is, but it's more bots that they're using to try to watch out for different things, and that's why they catch it too late because these are computers. These are, you know what I mean? Instead of humans just constantly watching that stuff. As far as higher that factor of it, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. But I guess to cut costs or not to have to pay people to do it, we're missing it. And if we put more people in the game and create more jobs in that area to watch that stuff. You know what I mean? I think it'd be better. It'd be a better situation.
Well, you want to know something? All social media to do is help it get out there faster. It still won't get out there. Let me explain this to you. Growing up as a kid, I could go anywhere in the world and I could ask someone how you cheat on the game. They could tell you up, up, down, down, left, right,
Right.
next start.
Right.
But yet
Yeah.
there was not an internet to pass that shit around. It just took a while to get over there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You ever talk to a cousin somewhere on the West Coast or something like that, and they know how to do the same shit y'all do? They might just have a different name for it.
Yeah.
They got it around. It just got around slower. That's all.
Oh, yeah. True. Okay. Also, now to recap, what we talked about, I believe on the second topic was this young man's availability or I'll use that word, or access to buy, to purchase guns and body armor. 18 years old.
Yeah.
And before I shoot this off to one of you guys, 18 years old, I wasn't even worried about buying no goddamn gun or body armor at 18 years old. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, Los.
Yeah,
I body on my back at 62 Los.
Shut your motherfucking mouth. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, I was worried about chasing girls and playing sports. But
check this out. Y'all. For the simple, when I went to school in Texas, and really not knowing about it or not even thinking about it or wanting to own a gun or firearm, in Texas at 18, I was able to buy a sawed-off shotgun out of a pawn shop.
See that
you know what I mean?
You 18. Why would you want to buy a sawed-off shotgun?
That's what I'm saying.
18 years old.
I had to me, back then, it was just something cool to have. But my thought process was, I'm going to go kill nobody. I just want to, I know I can get it because, it was available to me. Like Texas needs to really look at their gun laws and stuff like that. But that was crazy to me as I got older and I thought about it once I got rid of it. I was like, that was crazy to me for me to be able to walk in a pawn shop, just sign a paper. I don't even think they did a background check on me. Sign, buy, I was out the door with that shotgun. And it was just something to have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would go shoot. What was crazy, I would go shoot like the rich white kids that went to Texas, and them they parents owned these acres of farmland where they would go hunting, and like my buddies would be like, "Well, you can come with me. Let's go shoot your gun over here. We can go," and I would go shoot on there. But other than that, it was just like. But as I thought about it, I'm like, that was nuts to me to be able to buy a firearm and let alone a shotgun, a sawed-off pistol grip pump
at your age.
At your 18 with no problem, nobody questioning me, nobody keeping an eye on me, and you know, that's to me, that's the loophole. I'm just like, it's crazy to be like right now. I'm a licensed gun owner. You know, I have a license to carry, but it's like not really. I'm not carrying to go out and cause havoc or carnage like we've been talking about. Right now, this climate and this atmosphere, I'm carrying to protect myself, to protect my children. You know, it's like my son just graduated. It's like I have 3 young black men, 4 actually with my stepson. It's like I worry about them every day.
All right, as you should.
What's going on in this world, you know, and it's just crazy to me, man. But yeah, I just want to touch on that and let you know, like, you were right, Los, when you touched on earlier about the Second Amendment and the fact that we're not. It's so outdated. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and it needs to be rewritten.
Well, they're going to rewrite it soon so that you black folks can't get no damn weapons.
There you go.
They started with Roe versus Wade. They gonna work their way through those other shit that they want to change. Oh, best and believe.
Yeah. So I mean, I just wanted to touch upon that. You know, I just want to share that before we recap the third topic. But Stizzy, let me ask you. Do you think that an 18-year-old should have access or should be able to buy body armor and a weapon?
Hell no. What you need it for? You're supposed to be enjoying life. You know what I mean? You think about what college I'm going to and, what party I'm going at. And for a boy, well, we can't even say that. For those of whatever gender they decide they want to be, who I'm going to be dating and how we going to dress and, just enjoying life. Because I taught my kids. What kind of job can I get? Because that's what I taught my kids. Like, yo, you might screw up. You're going to make some mistakes along the way. But the objective is don't get out here having no kids. I'm 51 and I ain't got no goddamn grandbabies. I'm irked and I'm happy at the same time. But, go travel the world. Go do what you want to do. Then you settle down. You save your money, the whole 9 yards. That's what you should be thinking about. Not even, hey, I'm going to go get this gun. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I had to talk with my son like, yo, you were raised right. I raised you right. You chose to go out there on the street and do what you wanted to do. That's not until now at the age of 30 that he like, Mom, you know what? I finally caught it. And he locked up right now. Like, come on. Like, you need to be every pivotal age. 18, 21, 25, and 30. Guess where he at? He was locked up. Like, when you go and catch it, like, it's called enjoy life. That's not enjoyable life. You living in fear every time you turn around. You know what I mean? You don't know if somebody get ready to walk up on you and bust you upside your head. Like that little boy across the street from my house. He's sitting there coming out of school. Now, these kids today, 14, 15, 16, they doing some real adult shit. Some real adult shit, and they get dealt with like they a damn adult. You understand what I'm saying? And that little boy was standing across the street. That man specifically, in midday at 3 o'clock, he sat there and pulled that gun out, shot that baby 4 times in his damn chest. I run across the street to go try to save the little fella. He already did.
And hold on, now this was an adult that shot a child?
Yes. Listen, they pulled up in a red Dodge Charger. Bop, 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 bop. Shot that baby boy and kept on moving. Kept on moving. And he didn't get a chance to enjoy his life. But the environment that he grew up in teaches him.
Yeah.
Even though we're real big right now, we're real big on get education, school. You know what I mean? but they also got to deal with the realities of life that they live in. You know what I'm saying? Peer pressure, not peer pressure, their own pressure. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot that they dealing with. The home environment, you know, we work in human services. The home environment is a little busy. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they go out to do, to either follow after somebody, try to make themselves a leader because naturally they are a leader, right? But they're using their skills in the wrong setting. You know, so now they sitting up here going through the shenanigans instead of just enjoying like 16, 15. Listen, I ain't have sex until I was 17 and a half. Okay, I didn't want to be no whore. I didn't date in the neighborhood. I had fun. I partied. You know what I mean? Really enjoyed myself. I wasn't big on drugs. I was scared to smoke the goddamn marijuana. You understand? I was focused on enjoying life. I really didn't want to become an adult. I really didn't want to become a parent. You understand what I'm saying? But yet here I am with a 32 goddamn year old son.
Well,
So
now let me ask you. I want to ask you this then, and then I'll pass it on to, you know, our other co-hosts. Do you think that COVID, along with political views, have unmasked some of our mental health issues in this world?
Yeah, because, you know, parents got a chance to really see what their kids do in the house, what their real behaviors are.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not just talking about kids. I'm talking about even as adults,
and as well as us realizing, yo, I really do not like that. Yo, my mind is thinking all over the place. Yo, I can't control this. Yo, I can't sit still. Do I have ADHD? You know what I mean? All of a sudden now I'm sitting here working, and all of a sudden I'm sitting at my desk, and all of a sudden my ADHD that I did not know I have kicks in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's real. Like, this mental health stuff is real. And what it helped us to see and slow down and see what other people are going through, right? We see that they're not thinking right. That's why they do the things that they do, because something is missing in the mindset. Something is amiss in there. You know, the oil is not, you know, that 10W40 is not oiling the brain correctly. You know what I mean? Like, what is wrong?
Ms. Hunter, you want to touch up on that?
I need some 10W40.
You need motor oil, or you need regular?
So I do think it's important for us to recognize where this mental health is and how it's impacting our day to day.
Okay.
I think I can appreciate COVID for slowing things down so that people can pay more attention to what the fuck's going on in their head. What the fuck is going on with your kids, and then what the fuck's going on in their heads. Because if you don't, you're going to be lost. We're going to be lost as a people. We're going to continue to be lost as a people, because right now we are fucked.
El Placa, you want to add?
All right, so this is a little different. I was listening to what she was saying, right? Now, you talking about we got to see what our kids are doing. That's the other way around. The kids got to see what the fuck we doing. You know what I mean? Because we the motherfucker. Now, when I say we, I'm not talking about y'all. I feel as though, not calling y'all niggas old, but I'm a little bit younger. And since I'm a little younger, I grew up a little different. I grew up where parents always, you know what I mean, as a kid, you were told to do certain shit. We didn't watch certain shit with TV. We didn't interact with our parents. We were told to go away. We were told not to be seen and shit like that. So now me as a parent, I want to spend time with my kid. I probably watch TV shows I shouldn't be watching when my kids is walking around. So now my kids are starting to think what? They starting to think they equal with me. So when my kids talk to other motherfuckers, they be talking to them like they the fuck grown. Sometimes I got to tell them, little nigga, what the fuck you doing? You get what I'm saying? And it's not that. And you want to, and what it is our parents didn't spend time with us. So we want to spend time with our kids, but we don't understand how that's affecting our kids. Yeah, we think as it is love, but it's not love. Them niggas really do need to go the fuck away.
Yeah.
They really don't need to be watching TV with us. You know what I'm saying? They should be sitting at the children's table, not the adult table, while we laughing and talking adult shit, and they just around. Remember, you ever heard your parents talking? What the fuck you doing, boy? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Them kids just walk by. We just let them walk by and shit. Now we don't give a fuck. you know what I'm saying? I feel like we broke them. And when I say we, once again, I'm talking about me and all these people in my age group that always wanted that extra love from our parents that we probably didn't give, even though we didn't understand our parents was teaching us the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, adults is talking. You really need to go the fuck away. You ever be talking and your kids walk up and just start talking in front of you, and you might say, hold on, you start the conversation between the adult to find out what the fuck this kid talking about. Because you trying to give your kid the type of respect that you didn't have. And guess what? You broke a fucking cycle.
Big homie, you wanna add to that? What you think? Okay, good talk.
Can I say, Plaga, I 200% agree with you. 200%. I know and Carlo, you and I are about in the same age bracket. When they started talking, I knew that was my time, that I can do what the hell I want because you all are not paying me no attention. So I'm cool. Keep talking and sipping your liquor, Grandma. I'm going to go out here and stay out past dark. I'm going to be right here at the corner, but it's going to be dark and I ain't going to be in the house because you in there talking, running your mouth. Now they want to be a part of the conversation with you. You don't need to be a part of my conversation. And what I would tell my kids, well, if you're going to be a part of my conversation, well, shit, I need to be a part of yours. Let me get up in here and see what you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that comes down to discipline. You know what I mean? Disciplining your child. You know, I am big on discipline. You know, but sometimes I don't follow my own actions with my own children. But I am big on discipline. You know what I mean? But I was raised on discipline. You know what I mean? I was raised on, you know, hey, listen, I talk out of line. My mom, my grandmother would pop me upside my head.
Right.
And I believe that some of our
out of line or out of turn.
Yeah. I believe some of our parents now, you know, they aren't disciplining their children. And I don't want to get into the white and black thing of it because shit, even some of our black families aren't disciplining their children.
Right. It's just parenting in general. I know what you mean, though.
Yes. And it seems though that a lot of these children, they're just given fucking rights, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you treating them like an adult when that's a fucking child.
And I apologize for that too, man, because I do it myself.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You don't have the mental capacity to make sound decisions for yourself. You know, or to make important decisions for yourself. You know, a fucking 16-year-old should not be able to make a decision rather if he want to take medication or not.
Right.
14-year-old. 14. You know, Stizzy, that's why you're here, because you know. Take that fucking medication before I knock you the fuck out. you know what I'm saying? Right. You were gonna take the medication or you gonna wake up. You know what I mean? But you know,
it takes too much work. It takes too much work, Carlo, because if the medication makes them feel a certain way, then that parent has to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
And you have to go back and say, hey, this is what's happening. That takes time and effort that a lot of folk don't want to do.
That's because everybody is living in a microwavable society.
Yep.
Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody just want to rush, do whatever, and not pay attention to the kids. They think, like, for instance, our job, they think DHS is a drop-off at will program. You know, listen, I don't feel like
they think it's a daycare
today. Yeah. Now, and then they get mad at us when we can't control their kid because the laws say that we can't lay hands. We can't fuck a little nigga up. We just can't do it. as bad as we want to, because my kids knew you step out of line, I'm gonna fuck your ass up. I promise you, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you. And
like you had a dead end job.
Listen.
Yeah, but y'all got some dumb shit to say. Oh man, hey, listen, y'all. We are at the 11th hour mark. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a good one tonight. It was a good one. Although we had some technical difficulties, I heard we were echoing all over the place. That I can take out in the edit. You know, after the whole week, just got some real good footage. I am tripping. Too much sipping.
That's right. Speak it into existence.
Yes, Carla. Yes. I hope that we got some real good sound bites that we can upload to the podcast and the streaming networks and all of that technical stuff, Amazon and iTunes and all that. Yes. So hopefully we got some good sound bites. You know, Plog love a good sound bite. Ain't that right, Plog?
I love a good bite, period.
Love a good bite.
Period.
Is that a man bite or a female bite?
Man, I don't give a fuck where it came from. As long as it was hard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Hey, listen, yes. Everybody that was tuning in, thank you for tuning into the JAWN podcast. Every Tuesday, Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Some of the hottest topics going around. We have fun. We get our drink on, and we just do the damn thing. You know what I mean? LosThaDarkGable, AC, Miss Hunter, the big homie, El Plaga, and tonight they're joining us. My homegirl, Miss Stephanie Lofton, otherwise known as Stizzy.
You don't hear more often.
You know what I'm saying? Stizzy from CYS, you know, Children and Youth Services. So listen, everybody say good night.
Night.
Good night.
All right, bye, niggas.
Damn.
So, shit, I thought my mic was